Hi all, my name is Franzi and I'm a member of the Meet and Code team. I'd like to wish you all a warm welcome from our partners Haus des Stiftens, TechSoup Europe and Amazon. Welcome to our second Meet and Code webinar this year. If you are new, let's tell you a bit about Meet and Code. Meet and Code was launched in 2017 to assist nonprofit organizations in providing digital skills education to young people across Europe. Now, 8 years on, Meet and Code has reached more than 300,000 youth across 35 European countries, giving them the digital literacy and coding skills to thrive in tomorrow's competitive digital economy. And Meet and Code awards microgrants of 500 euros to local nonprofits to facilitate the digital skills workshops they deliver. Why have we launched the Meet and Code webinars? The webinar series is an extension of the Meet and Code commitment to help nonprofits become more innovative and creative in the work that they do. And they are designed to inspire all of you with learnings, useful resources, and insights in the exciting world of IT and coding. And this year's Meet and Code webinar series will mainly focus on the Amazon Future Engineer resources, which are free resources on computer science education and career exploration that can be used for Meet and Code workshops in the classroom or for other educational activities. What exactly is Amazon Future Engineer? As you might already know, Amazon is major donor partner for Meet and Code 2024 and enables the initiative within the framework of Amazon Future Engineer. Amazon Future Engineer is a childhood to career program to bring computer science literacy and careers of the future to young people with a focus on students historically underrepresented in technology. And the program provides resources for career exploration, classroom resources for teaching computer science, teacher training, live workshops, and more. And we are thrilled to dive deeper into some of those free multilingual resources during this webinar series. And today we will talk about Citizen Code Python, which is available in French and Dutch. And now let's introduce our dynamic expert speaker. We are delighted to have Hugo, program manager at Tralalere, with us today to tell us more about Citizen Code Python. Citizen Code Python is a free game to teach and to learn to code in Python and Blockly. And with this topic and input, you will be able to teach students Python in a fun and engaging way, and you will be equipped with fresh ideas for engaging Meet and Code events, school lessons, and other educational activities. So let's dive right into today's topic and learn more about Citizen Code Python. If you have any questions, please write them in the chat. We will also have a Q&A session at the end of the webinar. So thank you very much, and Hugo, over to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Francisca. Hello, everyone. I'm really glad to be able to tell you a little bit more about that project that, of course, we built in partnership with Amazon Future Engineer as well. So first, I'm just going to present very quickly Tralalere, and then I'm going to show you a little bit how the project works. And of course, I'll be happy to answer all of your questions. So I'll share my screen right now. You should now see it. And so, as I said, just a quick presentation. So I'm Hugo. I'm working as a program manager at Tralalere for now more than 3 years, and I'm managing the whole Citizen Code program. So Tralalere, we are a digital edutainer. We create and produce digital experiences for children and teachers. So the company exists for more than 20 years now. We are a social economy company labeled in France. We created plenty of resources. I'm going to come back on some of them. And so we develop resources for children, their parents, and their educational mediators, so parents and teachers. So we had the chance to work with plenty of partners across Europe, of course, mainly in France, with some institution with the education ministry, of course, with some international companies as well, and as I said, with Amazon Future Engineer on that Citizen Code program. So we, as a company, are working on many topics. We are managing the Safer Internet program in France. With the European Commission, so the program is called Internet sans crainte. So it's mainly it's all about giving resources to children to help them using screens and internet safely. So mastering screens, as I said, it's also on school violence and cyber harassment and on fake news. We also have a lot of resources on math, on how to learn English, Spanish, other languages, but we also are working on social topics, so the environment, disability, and soft skills as well. As I said, we have this big program, and so it's one of the first topic we are working on digital culture, on to give children a capacity in digital literacy and to help them learn how to code. So this is the Citizen Code program that I'm gonna present today, and mainly one of these resources, which is Citizen Code Python. So I'm just gonna go through it right now. So I'm gonna show first the platform to give you a quick view on how it could work and how it could be implemented in session with a group of children in class. So as you can see here, it's in French. Then I'm going to show you some exercises because it's the main thing, and we have exercises in English, so it's going to be easier for you guys to follow it. So just to understand what is the project, so we created it in partnership with Amazon Future Engineer, as well as FranceOI. So FranceOI is a French NGO. They are training the French team for the informatic Olympiad, so like an international contest. And so they helped us creating exercises. So at the moment, we have more than hundreds of activities on the platform. So the platform is available for free for everyone. And so we have different access for teachers and for learners. So here I got a class, like a teacher access. So I have access to all the contents. I also can see all the description on every episode. So the contents is separated into season and then into episode. Each episode is on a specific concept of programming. So here we're talking about loops. Then we're going to talk about the if condition. Then we're going to talk about imbrications. So each exercise, each episode, sorry, is on a different concept. And then season by season, we're going to go deeper into a complex concepts, so variables, the while loops, and so on. So as a teacher, you can access everything. You can try the exercises as well. So I'm going to show you, as I said, in English in a minute, but you can try it just to make sure what the students will be able to do. But you can also create classes, so as many as you want. You can as well create accounts for your students for free here. So you just need to put a username, a password, and then the user will be able to access the platform. You also can assign some exercises to make sure that your students are doing something, the exercises you want them to do. So you just need to choose the language, potentially the exercise that you want them to do, and then you just need to validate. You'll be able then to find here the exercises you just assigned, and then to make sure that they did the exercises. So I'm just going to try to find something that is clearer here so that you can see how it can work. Um, oh, okay. So everything is assigned, but nothing done as done yet. But yeah, you can follow the results as well of children So to know how many errors did they do, to know if they did it in an assignment or if they did the exercise spontaneously, and so follow their progress here. So you have more than, with this account, 400 results here. So you have plenty of features dedicated to teachers, so that you'll be able really to discover the contents, follow students' progress, assign them exercises, and all of this is for free. So on the maybe I can just show you very quickly on the student sides. We really wanted to make it fun. We really wanted for the children to have fun doing the exercises and using the platform. So as maybe you just had a quick view on it, but here is one of the exercise. I'm going to show you just afterward how it works, but you're going to need to program the crane right there. So you're going to build some buildings and some other stuff. And so as the students, you can see your progress as a town here. So each time you complete an exercise, you're going to see something change here. So it's really, everything is gamified. The students as well can get open badges. So it's really help him, having something to show to their teacher, or maybe even afterward to get to other schools. So it really shows that their interest into coding. So it's really interesting for them. You get success as well. You have an avatar. So we really focused on having a gamified platform, so that students can use it without thinking that they are learning or that they are school. So we really want them to use it at home, just because they have fun using it. So that was our main focus, of course, outside of giving great content pedagogically. So yeah, of course, they can get as well their assignments to know what the teacher asked them to do. So it's a really quick introduction on how the platform can work, but I think the main thing is to show you a little bit more about the exercise. So one thing which is really important when we did that project is that we know a lot of students are using Scratch. I think you probably all know it. At least in France, that's the main thing they're using in middle school. And so we wanted to give them something they knew already. So each exercise is available in Blockly, which is the same thing as Scratch, and in Python. So here you have the Blockly version, and here is the Python version. So one thing was really important for the teacher we spoke with during the conception of that project, was that the teacher have major difficulties helping their students to go from scratch to scripts, and so it was really difficult for them. And so we tried to give them, with these exercises, an opportunity to do the exercise first in Blockly, and as soon as you did it in Blockly, it's really easy to do it in Python. So I'm just going to show you how it works. So first, you need to program the crane which is there. Here is all the blocks that are available for this specific exercise. So as soon as you go forward in the exercise, you're going to have more and more blocks, so more and more function here in Python. And so you'll be able to use them. So you just need to drag and drop the block here, and you can just click on play to see what the crane does. And so the goal here, as you can see, is to create the building there. So I just gonna take the block, then I'm gonna need to go to the right, put down the block, and then do the same thing, but to the right. And there it should work. So as soon as you logically, I would say, completed the exercises, you have done the most the harder thing to resolve. And so then you just need to understand how the syntax works in Python. And so there, okay, move to the left. Here I can see all the functions that are available. So here I just need to do left, oops, and it's going to work exactly the same, right? So of course you have documentation as well explaining how it works, how you can use every buttons there. And as soon as you got more and more functions, you're going to have more documentation so that you can understand everything. So here I'm going to just do the exact same. I think now you understood. So it's not, it's probably take there, right? I'm sorry, I've done it like hundreds of time in French, but so now I need to take it and go to the left. Okay, so as you see, really important that each exercise is available in both languages. And so here I did, just to show you in terms of difficulty, it was I think it's this, oh no, it's that one. So it's really one of the first exercise that is shown to students. And then when you go like episode 5, episode 6, it's gonna be a little bit more complicated. So I'm just wanted to give you one example of something little bit harder for students, and I'm just gonna put it in English there. Okay, perfect. So it's not that easy. So of course, I'll be able to, you'll be able to test it soon when it's going to be available in English. But of course, if you want to test it in French, afterward, you'll be able to do it by registering to the platform. But here, so of course, it's always the same thing. You need to move the crane, but now you need to use loops. So as I said earlier, now you have the documentation about loops. So we explain how it can works. And then, I'm probably going to be wrong here doing that exercise because it's not that easy. So I'm going to try here. So I'm going to probably need to do this and then this. And then let's try to do, okay, I think I should do this, but let's see. I know it's not working, so now I should do it probably. Let's see. So the good thing is that you can try try again, which is something really important when you learn how to code. So that's why we always let user try as much as they want. We also give hints so that if the user is blocked, he can just check some hints there to help him correcting the exercise. And one more thing is that you cannot do the exercise the way you want, meaning you cannot there doing it by just adding simple instructions, so that way, and then saying, okay, I'm going to take it, and then because you're limited to 10 blocks. Why we did it that way? Because we really want to make sure that the user used the concept that we want him to learn, basically. So here it's an exercise about the loop. And so we want to make sure that he used a loop to resolve the exercise. So there, if I had too many blocks, I'm just going to do it that way to show you. Oops. Oh, sorry. And then I'm going to be blocked because I cannot add as many instructions as I want, which is really something really important. Yes. And then, so you're blocked. You cannot do anything else now. So it means that by doing exercises, you are sure, I mean, as a teacher, you are sure that the students, if they resolved an exercise, they did the right way. So we have both the first season that are really on like the main basics of programming. So here we have exercising on functions, here on the while loops, here on booleans. And for each season, we have one episode for the open badge. So as I showed you earlier, by doing this last episode, you can win an open badge there. So the first two seasons are on the basics. So it means that each exercise are independent. So you do one, when you go to the other, you don't need to have done the one before to understand how it can work. It's not the same thing in season 3. So season 3 is a lot harder. So it's more like a challenge for the one that at least tried to code before. We always have it in Python and in French at the moment, but it's going to be available in both languages and in both, I mean, in Blockly and Python and in French and Dutch in the next few weeks. And here, all the exercises are linked, meaning you need to have done the first one to do the other one. I mean, you don't need because you can access exercise 2, but what you have done in exercise 1 will be needed in exercise 2. So we'll give it when you access it. And so here it's more on creating a project. So basically here we wanted to create some games that everyone know, and so in each exercise you're gonna add some more rules. All right, so these exercises are really, so I'm just gonna try doing something, so getting to this exercise and see if they're available in English. I'm not sure they are. Give me 1 second, but at least just to show you the structure of the code uh, for some of you maybe who are looking more on challenges and harder exercises. So let me check in a second. Okay, sorry. So I'm gonna share my screen just right now again. That should be that one, yeah. So now you see it. I'm not sure it's available in English, but let's see. No, it's not. Okay, but just in English right now, so that you can see how the code works. So here is a little bit harder. We want in the exercise to create a function that's gonna detect when you have here four red blocks vertically. So it's a little bit harder, as you can see the code here. It's more for at least high school students, and even for them it's gonna be hard. So, and then this gain vertical function will be needed in the next exercise to resolve it. So season 3 is a little bit different. It's not really to learn how to code, it's more to learn how to create a complex project. But the first 2 seasons, it's really an introduction. It's really to give students the desire to know more about programming. And so yeah, you can, as I said, the platform is completely free. You just need to tell if you are a teacher, a parent, a student to access the platform, just to give a username, a password. We don't even need a mail address, but you can give it because we are sending newsletters every month. We ask for an age and for a country, as it's available in French and Belgium at the moment, but of course you can access it anywhere else in the world. And then you have an account for free. We, at the moment, and so for the demo, I think it's quite done, but just to add maybe some more context about the project, we at the moment have more than 65,000 active users. We have 150 thousand users at the moment. Sorry, the project was released 1 year and a half ago. And so yeah, we're of course creating content still and developing the projects. We hopefully gonna make it available in English soon. but at the moment, as Francisca explained earlier, in French and Dutch. So yeah, at least you can try it in French if you want to. I'm gonna share in the chat right now the link of the platform so that you can access it. So it's in French at the beginning. So I don't know, it was a little bit short, but hopefully it's enough. Of course, if you want to check anything else, I'll be happy to show it to you. And if you have any question as well, do not hesitate to ask them.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was very inspiring and interesting. Yeah, if you have any questions, we are happy to answer them. Please type them in the chat or raise your hands or just turn on your microphone. I think there is already one question in the chat, whether it is like the hour of code.
So we actually know our of code at Tralalere because we already created some resources for them, but I think it's not exactly the same because you can find on our of code plenty of different like resources and projects. Here, you all of the activities will follow the same model with the crane stuff as I showed. So it's more about like the thing of that project is really to enable teachers and students who don't have any skills in programming to initiate to begin with coding on that platform. So you cannot create content on it. You cannot add exercise by yourself at the moment. So it's like, the content is defined and limited. But with more than 100 of activities, we estimate that you can at least um, play for like 40, 50 hours on the platform. So that's already a lot to do, I think. And of course, if the question was a little bit different, let me know. Just gonna see your link right there. But yeah.
Thank you. Any further questions? You can also ask some questions about Meet and Code if you would like to.
And so Francisca, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think, of course, it's in Code Python. It will be available for Meet and Code as well. So yeah, if some of you.
Yes, we share all resources that could be helpful for organizing a Meet and Code event or for other educational activities, for school lessons and so on in our Meet and Code inspiration library. You can check it out whether in your relevant language. So I will drop the link. So this is the English speaking inspiration library, and you can choose your language, and then you can find the resources available in your language. And here you can, for example, also find Citizen Code Python. Any other questions? Okay. I don't think so. So yeah, thanks a lot to you, Hugo, and our partners, and especially you, our Meet and Code audience, for your time and attention this afternoon. Yeah, we've enjoyed hosting you and hope you will walk away feeling inspired and motivated. And we look forward to seeing you again at the next Meet and Code webinar, which takes place tomorrow and which is also about Python. I will quickly share the link if you are interested in participating. Yeah, please also have a look at our capacity building site for more information and at our inspiration library. And remember to check out the Meet and Code website, browse through the inspiration library, and follow us on social media. Thanks a lot and have a nice afternoon.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Francisca.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.